All right, TD, Knicks evens it up. But my question is, do you feel good about the Knicks after this game two win? Series tied 1-1 against the Heat. Do you feel good about the Knicks?
I mean, I feel good. We just tied up the series. I think we got a little, the ball rolled our way today in that fourth quarter. We got a lot of the lucky breaks. That the Brunson three after the Hartenstein foul. They easily could have canceled
I didn't
that.
understand that
So
call.
we get
The foul was clearly before.
100%. So that gives us 3 points and the ball. Then the next player near after, Randall, he elbows Lowry. We get the foul call. A lot of things, and that's what it comes down. In those last 3, 4 minutes, anything can happen. I think the ball rolled our way. And then Brunson just happened to hit his shots right at the end there. Vincent hit his at the beginning. Brunson had been missing all game. He hit him in the fourth, but we needed this. We did hit some big shots. Hart hit those 2 threes in the corner that were huge. But the ball definitely rolled our way. But listen, all things considered, we needed this win and we got it. Do I feel good about it? I think when the Knicks play street ball, like when it's,
Yes.
when we play just uncoached basketball, I think the Knicks are the better team. Like we saw kind of in the fourth quarter, there were grabbing rebounds and in the first game of the series. But once the coaches get involved, I think Spo is out coaching Tibbs.
100% he's out coaching. The You wouldn't notice looking at these games. The Knicks are a team known for their depth and they're at full strength, and the Heat are the team that are decimated by injuries. You wouldn't know it watching this series. I
That's
think
unbelievable.
I think Tibbs is under you. If you look at the bench, it's not the same. To me, the key, I mentioned this. The Knicks won because of their depth, and they're not using that depth. There's way too much just Barrett, I mean, they won the game today because Brunson caught fire in the third quarter. They were down, I want to say around 64, 61. He hit a three, he hit another, and he started going. And once he was loose hitting threes, it opened things
Yeah,
up, and then the Knicks were rolling. Because up until that
yeah.
point, they were playing tight and they couldn't do anything.
And the
But
bench wasn't doing well. And when the bench came in, Obi Toppin just airballed
that's
two
my point.
threes.
You're getting
You know,
Obi Toppin quickly. Those guys,
yeah.
that's part of the team. The Knicks, it's all about their depth. And right now, that's what I'm a little bit worried about is they're
Well,
not.
you know what I think it is. I think it's just the Heat, their defense. Spo and the
Yep.
Heat defense is really stifling the
Well, you know
Knicks.
what their
Like
plan is.
yeah, block the paint.
Exactly. That's it. They say the Knicks can't
No, but
shoot. We're gonna make him shoot. That's
yep.
the defense. Yep. And that's it's
And
working.
it was kind of disappointing that the game starts. The first shot of the game is Barrett
Barrett.
taking a three.
Yep.
And it's like, ah. And then when we start the fourth, the first play is Barrett driving and he gets the bucket. I say, okay,
Yep.
this is better. But they're just, yeah, it's true what you're saying about the Heat. I mean, look at their players. This guy Vincent's a G leaguer.
Yep.
Kevin Love got cut by the Cavs. Struess is this undrafted guy. That
Yep.
Tyler Hero is injured. Oladipo is injured. Jimmy
Butler's
Butler is injured.
yeah.
It's just, and they're playing with nobodies. But what they do, I mean, the Knicks get the ball. Every time you look up and we cross half court, they're just nailed into position.
Yep.
They're protecting the paint. They're protecting, and that it's throwing the Knicks off our game. But you know what? Now we have 3 days off. We can hopefully make some nice adjustments. But listen, the important thing is you got the win
They got
today.
the win. They're still alive.
Yep, and I had a feeling though the second half would be good because the crowd was quiet for the first half.
It wasn't until Brunson started hitting those threes they got alive.
Yeah, and, well, also, yeah, Brunson was ice cold to open the game. The bench was doing nothing. You look up at halftime and we were even. It's like a 2 point game or something. So it's like this has to turn, and then the crowd has to get into it. So that helped, and then the fourth quarter, the ball rolled the Knicks way, but I think we got a series.
I think we got a series, but I'm not compared to the way I felt after the Cavs series to now. I admit after the Cavs, I thought Knicks are just way deeper than this Heat team. They're the
Yeah.
better. This isn't a classic Heat team, but right now I feel I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'm obviously I'm still going with the Knicks. They've got the deeper roster, but I would not be surprised if the Heat won this just by
Well,
watching.
how'd you feel the first half of the first game? You felt great.
Yeah, but the problem with the first half of the first game, if you remember, by halftime, the Heat had crawled back. The Heat had crawled back in the game. I think
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like a 3 or 5 point game. My point is the Heat, they said, we know what these Knicks teams are. They can't shoot, and they're gonna try and outbully us. That's my biggest thing. I think Spo is outcoached. Thibs has a deep bench. You have you have to go just like with the Cavs. It was the second unit. Right now, I think he's going too much with just the big guys. That's what I think. You got to just space, run be aggressive, attack, get up and down the court. That's the Knicks game. Tire them
Yeah.
out, bring guys in constantly. And I mean,
Yeah,
quickly
and
did
playing
nothing.
doing that, the Knicks are the better team. At that
Exactly.
style of basketball, the Knicks are a better team. But Spo has managed to somehow negate it
He
and just
has.
kind of shut down the Knicks' strength and force us into these jump shots. But I still, yeah, you know what? I feel great because got the win today.
They got the win.
Yeah,
Exactly. They're still there. And by the
yeah,
way, I do have to give you credit because you said the Suns, one of those guys was going to go down. And with
yeah, it
Paul
happened.
going down, that's a huge blow.
It's
Huge.
huge, and I think it's coming. The fact that KD just joined the team, it showed in that fourth quarter too. You know,
Yeah, but
they look
to
kind of
be
like the
honest, they
Mavs.
could have stolen that game. They could have stolen that game. I think you feel it with Paul out though. It's, whew. But you called
Yeah,
it. You
but
said,
Doc,
look, they're old, they're injury prone.
and it was just and just the way he went down too, it's just like trying to jump up for a rebound.
Yeah.
It was
But that's the thing. He's 38 years old too. What do you expect? It's hard to people are getting on him all these injuries, but to be 38 years old, a guard in the NBA, point guard, that's hard to do.
yeah, but you know what? You look at Steph Curry, he's 35, he's as good
It's
as ever.
different between 35 and 38. There's a difference.
Yeah, but
We'll
then you
see.
look at James Harden, he's like 32, but he's like a totally different player.
Yeah.
You just never know. I think everyone is different. Like James Harden, you'd think he's like 40 by the way his game has just changed. People are like, oh, back in the Rockets days, oh, turn back time. He's 32. Yeah.
Yeah. But I know I think the Suns are in big trouble. Big
Oh no,
trouble.
they are major trouble.
Yeah.
Major. I think they don't have the chemistry.
Yeah, they don't have the depth. They don't have
Uh,
that's the biggest thing. They do
you know how
not
many points? You know how
they
many bench points they got yesterday? I think four.
yeah, exactly. That's the thing. And you can't. And without listen, they're going back home. They win game 3 all of a sudden, but man, you just don't know where just by watching those two, because the way they rolled out they've been rolling since Durant got there. I don't know. They have
Yeah.
not lost many games since Durant has got there. But then once they went up against, and like you always say, what's great about the postseason, it exposes teams.
Yeah.
Really, just like the Heat, in my opinion, have
Exactly.
exposed the Knicks' lack of
Oh yeah.
offensive weapons. Like when you're watching the Cavs, you think, man, these Knicks, but you clearly see here they need shooters. That's a big drawback of the Knicks. You notice watching these games. So, but no, the Suns are in huge trouble. And listen, I picked them coming out of the West. Many people, a lot of they were the favorites coming out of the West. So that's
Dude,
a
you need a bench. I mean,
need
I
a bet.
don't care how good Katie and Booker are. You just cannot keep trading ISO baskets all game. You
But
need
also,
more. These games are long. You
yep,
can't. These shots are eventually going to stop going in. It kind of reminded me of Luca and Kyrie at the end of the games. They just trade off ISO.
yep.
I think they got to get some chemistry going.
But they also obviously, bench, but they're also Aiden's getting just manhandled by Joker.
Oh man, Joker and Murray in that fourth. You know,
Yeah, but
Joker's
that was
like a
two.
6'10", the point guard. When him and Murray go 1-2, it's like I've never seen that before.
Well,
Like
that's
the point guards handing it off to each other. It's unbelievable.
but the best they won game two without Murray doing anything. That was all Joker last game, game two. He
Well,
went
no,
off
Murray
at
Murray
the end. At
kind of
the
does
end,
like
at the end, he got some shots. But
yeah, but those are key buckets. The
I
fact that
agree.
they could get easy wins in a tight fourth quarter, those are big.
And what's your prediction? I think Warriors over Lakers.
Ah, this has been a dream. This
This is
series is a dream. Because all day on the talks, all the shows today, you know what they talked about?
legacy.
Hey, yep. Hey,
Yep.
Steph is 14-5 against LeBron, and if Steph wins this, is he better than This,
It is.
I've
It is
wanted this
a.
conversation to be had.
It's a big series for both of them. It is a huge series for both of them. I mean,
Yeah,
even either of them lose, it's tough.
yeah.
So
I can't see the Warriors losing.
yeah, but you're also a Warriors fan, so you got
I
to.
definitely have a blind spot there.
To me, though, the key Looney has been to me. He's their key. He's a monster down low, and that's going to
Oh,
help against
unbelievable.
AD.
20 rebounds, 20 rebounds, 20 rebounds.
The only thing is, if you look at the Warriors, though, Steph bailed him out last game. Steph bailed them out against the Kings. The Kings were right there, and the other guys didn't have a good game. Poole's not playing well. Clay will give you a couple. Curry bailed them out that game seven. I mean, it was to me, it's one of the up to his game four in Boston. That game seven, these are his signature games in his
He's
career.
his game is brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really can do it all now. He's got I think of all the players in the league, he's got the deepest well to go to. Just
Well,
like
no,
through even emotionally, like these games get tight, he knows where to go in his well. There's nothing he can't do at this stage of his career.
well,
He's
what
got the
people don't
floater.
realize with him, someone at 35, if you watch him play a game, he's moving the whole time. Like his offense, he's not staggering. Like even Brunson, you watch him, he walks the ball up. Curry is moving. He has a motor on him that you just don't even
Yep.
think about. He
No,
is,
yeah, Curry has, and no one mentions it, but yeah, you're 100% right. It's a huge factor in his greatness, just like it was with MJ.
yeah,
They
their
both have
motor.
these incredible motors, and it enables them to do these things.
Yeah, that's where, and I think I mean, the Kings, they just seem like a, I mean, again, I want them to beat the Lakers, so I think I see the Kings as better than the Lakers. They just have that pedigree, but I don't. Most people are picking the Lakers. When I look online, most people
That's
are picking
crazy.
Lakers. I don't
Oh,
see it.
it's the picks people are making. Stop. People had the Clippers this year. I mean, just these nonsense picks.
Well, Titi,
I mean,
you picked the Bucks. You picked the Bucks.
that was a fair pick, though. You
Yeah,
thought they didn't have Giannis. That
I
was a
agree.
fair pick. They lost Giannis. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but injuries are part of it.
Yeah, I
Injury.
know, but it's fair. Even though they're out, I don't think it was a bad pick. I mean, Giannis went down.
I agree. But
No,
it's
but I really don't. I don't. I mean, LeBron couldn't beat these guys when he had a better team back in the day. Now he's against them again with a worse team. There's no
I
way he
now
beats them.
you got to be fair. That's not true. If you actually look back, the first championship the Warriors won, I believe Kyrie and Love both got injured that series. The next year, they beat the Warriors. Remember that? Worst moment of Curry's career. And then after that, they lost to them, but that was when Durant was on the team. So it's unfair. So you're not see you're being biased there for your Curry. It's an interesting series. the LeBron Curry is a very interesting rivalry,
Stop,
and this
stop.
series is going to say a lot.
Let me ask you this then, to your point. What did LeBron think when the Warriors beat the Kings?
No, of course, you'd rather play the Kings.
He thought, uh-oh.
Yeah, but you're TD.
No one has suffered at the hands of Curry. No one knows the feeling of being beaten by Curry more than LeBron James.
Yeah, but
No one.
that's fair. But do you hear what I just said? You can't. First, you
Yeah,
admit.
I can spin it too. The Warriors were the better team that year. The Cavs won. It was 3-1. You know, they were the better team.
Yeah, but they choked. TD Curry was bad.
He
That's
was.
the worst moment of his career.
It
LeBron
was.
swatting his shots. LeBron beat him. He beat him there. And the year before, I believe Kyrie and Love both went down. So you go a little bit too much because you're a Curry fan. But
But
listen,
Curry has gotten the better. He's gotten the better of LeBron. When it comes to postseason head-to-heads, he's gotten the better of LeBron. The one thing LeBron
I'm
has
telling you, it's
is
1-1. It's 1-1, and then he won with Durant. And you cannot count those series. You're just being a fool if you count that as being competitive, as giving him a chance. Listen, you're biased. I think you admit you're biased.
yeah.
TD, if you switch LeBron with Curry on those Durant teams, who wins? Not even close. It's the same result.
You know, I bet I mean, you're underestimating the importance
I'm
of
not.
Curry
I'm not. I'm not at
to
all
the
estimating
Durant.
Curry's. I'm
Stop.
not. I'm
To
being
the
fair
Durant.
to LeBron. I'm being fair to LeBron. Curry's been magnificent. I admit where Curry really impressed me was last year. He put the team on his back game 4, game 7. Curry is a champion. I agree that, but you're not being fair to
Stop.
LeBron. You're not being fair. You are not being fair. That for you're not. It's just a
Yeah, but
fact.
to say you can't count the KDs, stop. They won
No,
without KD
TD.
twice.
No. That's you're wrong. You're wrong.
Stop. They won without KD, and then he left,
No.
and they just
Let me
won
tell
again
you the
last year.
history. No, let me tell you the history. You're talking about the verse LeBron.
They didn't
Verse
need KD.
well, they
They didn't
lost.
need
Yes,
KD.
TD. They beat LeBron when both Kyrie and Love were out. They still beat him. Injury counts. The next year, when they won the 71 games, the Cavs beat them. They were 1
I
1.
know.
I know. And then the next year they got KD, and it's over, obviously. That's
Yeah,
just
but stop.
the facts. That's
Stop.
the
You're
facts.
discounting the misery that they handed on LeBron those 2 years.
I've just told you why. Do you agree? You can't count it with KD.
Well, you can't discount it either.
I know. Yes, you. Come on,
You
that was
can't.
a joke of it.
Stop. You can't.
So you,
You cannot discount it. You can't discount it.
TD. There was a mismatch,
Stop.
especially
LeBron had a super team too.
not
LeBron
with
had.
the Cavs. You're honestly looking at it as a fair fight. The Cavs against the Warriors with KD.
Well, Zav, if
You're
LeBron is great as he professes, he
TD,
should have
you're
won that
lost.
series.
You're lost. Enjoy the game. You are lost.
All
You
right,
cannot count.
Zav. Zav. Okay, let me ask you this: you think LeBron's going to beat Curry this series?
No, no. I think the Warriors are better, and
No,
I think look,
you don't.
And Curry is better right now than LeBron. That's what I think, and I think the Warriors will win. But you can't look back on history and say, "Man, Curry's owned LeBron." It's not accurate.
Zav,
It's not
the
accurate.
number.
The numbers don't say it. I just told you. You're an idiot
Zav,
if you think with Durant.
no,
You're an idiot.
Zav,
You're an idiot.
Zav, Zav.
You're honestly saying with those teams with Durant, oh man, he owned LeBron. It was a mismatch. It wasn't even competitive. You
Zav,
can't.
who's beaten who more times
I've
in the
just
finals?
explained
Who's
why.
beaten who? Who has who has walked off the court a loser more times?
Okay,
Who?
you're mad. Are
Who?
you stupid?
Exactly.
Yes, LeBron. Okay, so
Exactly.
Is Robert Ory the greatest
Exactly.
champion? Is
He
Robert
has
Ory the
owned.
greatest
I
champion?
don't care. But stop. The
Is
bottom
Robert
line is
Ory the
Curry
greatest
has owned
champion?
LeBron
If you just count rings,
when
it's
they face.
stupid. You have to analyze the situation. You have to look at the situation. You can't just say, T. Okay, enjoy the
Stop.
game. You're not making any sense. You're just biased. You're
Stop.
just biased to Curry.
Stop. I got the numbers and the rings to back it up.
Yes, with Durant, without Durant, they're 1-1 against each other. That's just a fact.
Okay, Zab, yes, if you read between the lines and
It's
nitpick, but
not
you're
reading
1%.
between the lines. It's the TD.
You're 1% of people. You ask anyone who owns who in finals, Curry or LeBron, you're
It
going to say
was
Curry.
1-1 before. Yeah, because he had a ridiculously better team with Durant. You got to be an idiot not to see that. You put a 71 win team and then you add Durant. Come
Well,
on.
Zab, why they lose? Zab,
Why
you
did
can't discount those
why did
feelings.
why did LeBron beat him the year before with the 71 win team if Curry owns him so much? Why? Who was better in that series? Who was better?
Oh, the Warriors were the better team that series.
Who was why? Then why'd they lose?
How'd they go 3-1 up?
And then they blew it because they couldn't close them
Yes,
out. Just
they
like the
did.
Thunder, just like why didn't the Thunder beat the Warriors when they were up 3-1 in that series? Were the Thunder the better team?
No.
Exact TD. The Warriors, if you go back, watch those games, watch the end of those games, not Curry's greatest moment.
I hear everything you're saying, but at
You're
the end of the
biased.
day,
You're ridiculous. You are ridiculous. You're saying Curry
you're
owns
forgetting
him
the
because
point,
of the championships with Durant. That's what you're saying. And that is a ridiculous argument. Watch them. This is a good series to test. But I think Curry right now is better.
Stop. Even to your point, if everything you say is right, then it's a tie. No one owns it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'll accept a tie. I'd accept a tie. But to say that Curry just owns LeBron.
Okay, you accept the tie, but one thing is not good. LeBron does not own Curry, even by your analysis.
I 100% agree with that. I didn't say that.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. All right, let's watch the game.
All right, see ya.
All right, see you later.
Bye.